Hey guys, hey Selma. Give me a second, guys. Selma, how are you? Bring up my desktop. So, the title, question and answer ish. Anyone has questions? It's been a while. I thought to some people that might not know everything about me. Not that everyone needs to know even anything about me, but some people might be interested. Why does this guy show up 3 times a day? So, um, our friend Praveen this morning said that he just had like a bunch of questions about me. So I thought maybe someone else does. So if anyone does, if anyone doesn't, we'll do the usual stuff. And the usual stuff is, breath work. Hey, Jessica. And we talk about meditation, forgiveness, all of which are interrelated. And here's the common theme. Let's see. Ash says, Hi, Yogi. It's Ash. Changed up my profile a bit. What's the FT? Is that featuring Ash? Featuring Ash Show 1? When the Buddha was asked what he teaches, and he says he teaches one thing and one thing only: suffering and the way out of suffering. Pretty important subject. Um, that's not that I'm Buddha or a Buddha, um, but that's basically the things that I like to address. I know I'm not super interested in, you know, just curious about stuff, but what I want is to get down to the things that make you feel better. That's why I talk about forgiveness. That's forgiveness as offered through A Course in Miracles. That's why I talk about meditation. That's why I talk about breath work. That's why I talk about yoga. That's why I talk about the somatic practices that we do. Hey, Lee. Lee says, evening, Yogi sir. Lee, how are you? How was your weekend? Jessica says, hi to Ash. Abigail went to work today. Hey, Abigail, what do you do? I don't think we ever asked you that. And welcome in. It's nice to see you. Our singing superstar. Jessica says, hi, Abby and Lee. So if anyone wants, we can actually start off with breath work. Abigail says, a cleaning apartment. Gotcha. Your apartment or other people's apartments? Ash says, my Wi-Fi is horrible right now. I'm sorry. Shirley says, Yogi, sometimes I have to read your post several times and still don't get it. I'll keep trying though. Uh, Shirley, let's talk about it. I'm always happy to dissect anything that I write. He says, Q&A, good idea, Eric. Any questions? Jessica says, yes, Eric, please. All right, Jessica. So we're going to start off with some breath work. Um, Jessica, how do you, Abigail said, other people's apartments. Hey, Adam, how comfortable are you with that ha breath? It's called the ujjayi breath that I've been talking about, making that sound with the mouth shut as we breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. If you feel comfortable with that, we're going to do a little different breath today. Very simple. Shirley, Lisa says, Shirley, have you had a nice day? I hope so. Adam saying hi to everyone. Oh, if I don't respond, it's because my Wi-Fi is slow. That's okay. Hey, Lucy. And I watch my dog. I like watching dogs. All right, we get a thumbs up from Jessica. So if anyone else wishes to participate, we're going to do the 4-8 breath. It's a very simple breath, but it's very profound, very healing. We breathe in through the nose for count of 4. We exhale through the nose with the count of 4. And what we want to do is do it with that ha sound. So it's going to be, I hope you can hear me. It's going to go. The goal is exhaling for 8, but if you don't make the 8, that's okay. It's okay. You want to use that ujjayi breath so that you extend the breath just a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time to get to that 8 count. You don't let it all rush out and hope to get to 8. Just extend it as you get to 8. I'm going to keep track, do all the counting. All we have to do, all you have to do, for those who are going to participate, and I'll catch up with the chat after this, close your eyes and notice your breath. Wherever you're breathing now, you could be breathing through your mouth. You could be breathing high up in the chest. You could be breathing deep in the belly. Right now, it doesn't matter. Just notice. And here's what I want you to consider. When you are experiencing anxiety, when you're having a panic attack, when you are ill at ease with your thoughts or your body, you are breathing in a very specific way. Very often it's through the mouth. Very often it's fast. Very often it's high up in the chest. And your shoulders are tense, your arms are tense. Even your fingers might be in a fist. Your jaw is tight. So right now we're just going to notice. And in that noticing, we're going to bring a few little changes. First, we're going to start breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Gently. No count. Just make sure that you're breathing in, you're breathing out, and it's all through the nose. Now we're going to relax. Very quick body scan. Anywhere you feel tense, starting with your jaw, breathe into it and relax. You can even tell yourself, breathing in, I relax my jaw. Moving down to your shoulders, breathing in, you relax the shoulders, all the way through the arms, down to the fingertips, everything's relaxed. We bring our attention to the belly, and as we breathe in, notice that your belly rises. As you exhale, notice that the belly falls. Breathing in, breathing out. Very gently introduce that ujjayi breath, that ha sound. Breathing in with that ha. Breathing out with that ha. Breathing in, breathing out. On this next breath coming in, we're going to breathe for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let go of the breath. Let go of the breath. Just sit. Letting everything to settle. Letting everything go. Relaxed. Responsive. Healing. Balancing. When you're ready, open your eyes. I'll see you in the chat. Hello, Nathan. Nathan doesn't sing, says hi. Hello, my friend. Deb says happy 7/7/25, 7/7/7. Awesome. Hey, thank you. I haven't had a chance to open the link yet, Debs, but I will after the live stream. Abigail says, what is everyone's favorite memory? I'm going to agree with Lee. I loved when you came up and sang for the very first time. I loved the second time too. The first time was just so special because the first time you get to know someone like that, first time you get to know someone face to face and they're singing a beautiful song. Deb says, hey, Lucy. Deb says, I'm calming everyone, Nathan. Thank you, Debs. I'm doing pretty good, Nathan. How are you? He says, Abigail, seeing you come up filled my heart with joy. So, Nathan said he's good. Jessica says, thank you, Eric. You're welcome, Jessica. It's a very simple breath. One thing to remember, Jessica, that ujjayi breath, ujjayi breathing, and extending the exhale is your best friend. You can do it anywhere at any time. No one has to hear you do it. It's that soothing sound of the ocean. You take it with you everywhere. If you want, maybe we could also do a little meditation later in the live stream. My friend Sigma says, so do all. Hey, how are you? What's up, Sniper? Adam saying hi to everyone. Adam, are you home? Levine says, Yogi, sir. He says, Selma, I missed you. You had a nice day. Selma says, my ex pranked me. He should not be pranking you anymore. Jessica says, okay, I would like that. And then we'll end up with a little bit of breath work too. Sigma Roll says, awesome t-shirt, sir. Thank you, Praveen. This is Umstead 100, race in North Carolina. Pretty well-known race. He says, yes, I'd love to see Abigail sing Journey. Oh, yeah, I need to send you that. Shirley says, Abby, I want to tell you my favorite memory of you will be do that Journey song. Again, it was on mute last time. So if we could bring the lyrics up on the song, this is what I've been doing. I bring the lyrics up. I don't do it online karaoke. When you bring just the lyrics up, you sort of make the song your own. That says, let that dude go, Selma. Thank you, Debs. You're better than pranking. Absolutely. Have you heard of Pokemon? I have. The very first conversation I had with my 9-year-old stepdaughter, and this was 23 years ago, was about Pokemon. And I knew nothing about it, but I made up a whole bunch of stuff just to make her smile. Bruce says, thanks for the info, sir. You're welcome. He says, surely mine of you was seeing the pic of you and Nick. That was pretty awesome. I'll tell you what, you guys, every single afternoon, every single morning, every single evening, you create new favorite moments each and every time. Hi, Daisy. Hey, Easy. Daisy May is here, says, hi, everyone. Easy Home Cooking is here. Abigail says hi to Easy. Daisy, how are you? How was your weekend? Adam saying hi to everyone. Yeah, every day, you guys give me new favorite memories. And I am deeply appreciative of that. Justin's going to be right back. So, yeah, it was our friend Praveen who had some questions about me and my life, which made me think about doing that question and answer. So, if anyone does have questions, I'll do my best to provide an answer. And like I said, if we don't, we'll just keep doing what we always do. Daisy says, I'm good. Weekend was great. How about you? I'm good too. My weekend was good. This morning was awesome. Morning, I got awesome up close shots. Um, 2 beavers in my little pond. Stepper says, how old is Nathan? 14, maybe a good guess. Nathan says, how often do you live stream? 3 times a day, every day, every single day. And I have not missed a day for, it's been about 2 years now. I've done like over I believe maybe 2,000 live streams in a row. Hey, Anna. Abigail went swimming yesterday. You said you went swimming in it was a river, right? Daisy says, Shirley, hi. Abigail says, never give up on yourself. Excellent advice, Abigail. Thank you for that. Someone says, what kind of prank is that? That is not the good kind of prank. There's no such thing as a good kind of prank, in my opinion. When you do a prank on someone, there's always someone who is being pranked. I don't know. Anna, how are you? Hey, Toy Pups.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you.
How are you, brother?
Do you take the day off today?
No.
Thought maybe you might have been too sore for 100 reps we did yesterday.
I'll tell you something. I'm more tired than anything from that 100 reps, obviously. Sigma, Lee,
Of course.
Shirley, Iceweight, Jessica, Abby. I've just popped in very, very quickly. Kelly, hiya, Anna. I've only got 8 minutes. A minute's work time. I've just taken my good friend MK to the pub. Bought him a birthday meal. And he had 1 shot of whiskey, bless him, Irish whiskey. He really enjoyed it. He's currently on his bones. But Marlon, what a guy. He's a character. Absolute character. Such a lovable character.
Have you eaten deer yet?
No.
No.
Xena has.
Oh, nice.
Xena entertained the deer. She loves it.
I bet.
Straight down. Right, well. Yes, Sigma, no worries at all. I'll be back live again in 10 minutes. Unfortunately, the little one, she's having a false pregnancy. So she's got her toys in her cage and she's mothering her toys for all her life depends on. Apparently it will last for about 2 weeks and then she should stop out of it.
You're gonna breed her, right? Like once, you said?
Yes.
How soon would that be?
She has another, what we in July, August, September, October, another 3 months before her next season. So if I'm going to do it next season, 3 months time. It's hard work.
About what time do you think you'd have the puppy over here?
To you?
Uh-huh.
To get you a puppy over there?
Yeah, like if you were to drive over with a puppy?
Yeah, you're talking 3 months afterwards.
Okay. I can wait.
But that'd be like trained as well.
3 months and it would be completely trained? He or she would be?
They learn most of their basics within the first 3 or 4 months.
All right, now how about if I wanted her to have some like basic computer skills, stuff like that? How much longer would that be?
You're probably talking about 5 more hairs on your head for that to happen. if you can get those extra 5 heads, she could probably touch type.
Okay.
You never know, that might be possible.
I'll do my part.
The sad thing is, obviously, we're having this discussion. A lot of people are probably going on like, not sure who's the weirdest out of the two. Yeah, we'll just call it a draw. They're both weird. But yeah, it's one of those. Hearts, how are you, my friend? Salma. Welcome.
Hey, Reinhardt.
Right. I wanted to come on just for a quick 2 seconds. Can we sing Happy Birthday? He's on his phone to somebody else, but obviously you can watch it back afterwards.
Okay.
Just for Marlon. 22 today. Absolute legend. He drove all the way from Zane, you're gonna see. Oh, here he is. Come on. You just pull out in your bed. Shush! Stop! Zane, stop. Down. Lay down.
Hey, Hamlada.
So this is how protective Zena's got. There he is. Hello.
Happy birthday.
We'll have to go in there.
Yeah, okay.
Right, we'll just move away from Zena quickly, just so that she settles down.
Right.
Yeah, she's crazy one now.
Right then, Mr. Marlon. If you'd like to stand just there in front of the television.
Sure, why not?
Okay, guys and girls. MK, Marlon,
Welcome.
the legend that is, drove all the way from Germany. Obviously, my door's always open. Everybody needs a place to stay. Somewhere to get a shower, some food. Hit me up. We all look out for each other the same way as we should. So after 3, it's his birthday. A 1, 2, and a 3. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marlon. Happy birthday to you.
I'll give him the pinches and punches.
Help! I'm getting attacked.
There we go.
Right. Attacking.
I'm not ticklish. It's all good. Yo, did you see that? I had hair for a split second, then just for a split second.
So that's what you would look like as a hippie.
We should have tried this before. Eric, we need to Photoshop you because look, even with the bald head on the top, it works. Marlon, you're a legend. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Right, with that, I'm going to love and leave you. That's Marlon and his birthday.
Yeah.
Enjoy your day, Marlon.
Thanks.
I'm going to be live
Thank
in
you,
5.
Anna.
I've got to work out.
Thanks, Swiper.
Much love, people. From Marlon, from myself.
Yeah.
Have a great Monday.
See y'all.
See you guys.
Give him a little greeting, little send off.
Bye, sexy yogi.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
See ya.
Ciao, back.
Never know what to expect, do you? Daisy's laughing. Reinhardt's laughing. Anna says happy birthday to Marlon. Toy Pup says happy birthday. Thank you, Reinhardt. Hello, Selma.
I just packing my stuff, and I was thinking to move to Indianapolis, but yeah, that pranking, that it has to stop because I told Harrison so many times not to prank me, and I didn't prank him. He he literally duct taped my door, put water bottles in it. When I opened the door, the water splashed me all over me.
Selma, that's not funny at all.
Yeah.
And if I can make a suggestion, somebody who is willing to prank you in a non-funny, harmful way, you need to tell them they are no longer welcome in your life. Just my opinion.
Yeah. I hear Dandy's birthday today.
Yep. Do you gonna sing happy birthday to him?
Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dandy. Happy birthday to you.
Lovely, Selma. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
He says, Yogi, do you remember your first live? I do. Have you noticed anything you do to the present day? And have you adapted to suit a growing audience? We did. I talked about breath work. I don't know if I demonstrated it though. I think I talked about it more. I might have like demonstrated it, but didn't lead anyone through it. I talked a lot with our friend Reaper, him, and Walking with Destiny, Osiris, Paul from Oregon, Hybrid Jim, back then known as Barefoot Burpees. We talk about all kinds of stuff. We even occasionally had political talks, but it wasn't divisive. It wasn't this side versus that side. None of us took any sides. It was all of us discussing how we wish we could take care of ourselves. We wish we could take care of other people. We wish that things were just easier across the board. I also talked about football with Reaper. Hey, Joe, the only person I've ever talked football with. Hey, Dennis. Reinhardt says, Hulk, my brother. It was a great question, Lee. You still there, Selma?
Yeah.
Hey, Kat.
Hi, Cat. Hola.
Adam says, so Kat. And to Jack, if he's there. Reinhardt says, what's up, Kat? Joe, how are you? Joe, have you gotten your reps in today yet?
And now on Saturday, I'm going to the ex-boyfriend's house on Saturday.
Why?
He said just to hang out. I know his tricks very well.
You know, you could always say no.
Yeah.
Nathan says, describe a, I don't even think I can pronounce it, let alone describe it. Kaiser? Kazar? Let's see. We're going to do a little guided meditation in a little bit for with our friend Jessica. Jessica says, you need to just get away from him, honey.
Yeah.
We've been saying that for quite some time, haven't we, though?
Yeah. But
Adam, go ahead.
he keeps on following me. I go to Indianapolis, he follows me there.
Nathan says it's a supermassive black hole. Well, that sounds like a pretty good subscription right there. Supermassive black hole. He says, really, Sniper says, Kwazar is a lovely word. It shoots out energy. He says, some new words these last few streams. What was the last new word that we had, Lee? Praveen says, Yogi sir, 2 days before Portugal soccer national team and Liverpool soccer club. Diego Jota died in a car crash. I saw that. Whole soccer world is in shock. I'm sorry to hear that, Praveen. Lucy says, hey to Squirrel. Do you say hi to Lucy yet? Selma?
Hi, Lucy.
Our friend Karen is here. She says, hi, hope you're doing well.
Hi, Karen.
Hey, if anyone wouldn't mind or would like to, if you could maybe play one of Karen's playlists, we're racking up some watch hours for it. Simple says it can represent a beacon of ultimate truth, an origin point of creation, or an intensely concentrated form of cosmic energy that transcends ordinary understanding. Ah, nefarious. I remember. What do you think of that word, Selma? Nefarious.
It's a great word.
It is a great word. And you know what it means? It means someone who is of ill intent. They don't mean to do good things. You know who can often be nefarious?
Yeah.
Who?
Harrison.
Yes. I'm glad Lee brought that word up. Do you want to be with someone who's nefarious?
No.
Nope. I don't want you to be with someone nefarious. I don't think anyone here in the chat would like you to be, although we like saying nefarious. It's a fun word to say.
Yeah. And Harrison who? Who?
Who? Dennis says, what's her channel? She's right up above. Dennis, because you modded up, if you just click on Karen's link, it'll take you right there. Unfortunately, I can't drop links because I'm on a desktop and it comes right back to this live stream. Who were we talking about?
Who? Harrison who?
Doesn't ring a bell. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis said, Karen. Anna says, thank you for this new word, Nathan. Anna says, let's see, Karen says, thanks so much, Percolated. Yep, thanks guys for reaching out to everyone. Lee says, Harrison is nefarious.
Yes. I think
says,
we should change his name to Harrison the Owl.
Right. Simple says, Nathan, what does a yogi mean to you? That's a good question. What about you, Selma? What does a yogi mean to you?
Yogi means he's doing burpees in his basement.
That's a good answer. And I do burpees in my basement. I did 100 of them with Jace yesterday.
That's a lot.
It is. Nathan says, Hepaton is a 7-sided polygon. New word for you. Appreciate that, Nathan. He says, Nathan, I'll have to Google polygon. Hey, Dolly. Dolly says, Yogi, let's go, beautiful friends. Peace and blessings, happiness and prosperity, love and joy. All good things. Thank you, Dolly. Snippet says, how about a Tetradon? How many could we go up to?
I
What's fun?
I love the vocabulary words.
Me too. And it says, I love learning new vocabulary every day. That's a good thing to add in. What's bug control, Adam? Thank you, Dolly. Anna Marie says, Anna Marie is here. Says, slow Mr. Yogi. Hello, Selma. And amazing people in the chat. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day.
Hi, Anna.
Hey, are you going to come by this Friday when we have a singing party, Selma?
Yes.
We missed you last Friday.
Yeah. I was busy with my sister.
You know what it meant that you didn't show up and sing?
Yeah.
It meant that Toy Pups automatically won. Because
She won.
she didn't have any competition. You weren't there. The only one who can beat, the only way we can ever beat Toy Pups is if you come up and sing.
Love of a Toy Pups won.
So that means she's number one. You got to make a comeback. Take your title back.
Yes.
So you got to come on strong Friday.
Yes.
Hey, Michael. Michael says, hey there, Yogi. Sniper says, Nathan, if you want a word to look deeply into, what it means is epistemology. And it says, how to Phoenix. And Adam says, there's a video I did on don't use poison, use Barox and water traps instead. I like that. Nathan says, okay. It's Sniper says, I love you, Phoenix. Phoenix says, Squirrel, I love you more. Anna Marie, how are you doing? And Anna says, hi, Anna Marie. Thank you and hope you're having a wonderful day. That's okay about being late.
Hi, Michael.
He says, Abigail, he's still there. Nathan says, how do you become a mod? There's a series of physical challenges that you have to pass, and then there is a emotional and psychological evaluation, and then the trial by fire. Squirrel Sniper is in charge of that, and then everyone, we have a secret voting ballot. That's the first way. Second way is if you show up for a couple of days and you're cool with everyone, then we make you a mod.
It's a big city, the Indianapolis.
Right. Dennis is laughing. So yeah, everyone has passed the trial by fire here.
Yeah.
Yogism.
Yogism. That's funny.
That's basically me mispronouncing every single word. He says, Nathan, you have to spell nefarious in French as one of the challenges. While balancing on one leg with a finger on your nose. Hey, Mir, come here. Thanks for being here. Can you do that, Selma?
Yes.
We got to see it.
Right now?
Whenever you're ready. Here says, so you've come up, you've sung for us before.
Yeah.
Mir, I am doing well. I hope you're doing well too, my friend.
And I got a song for Harrison. It's a breakup song, but I'm not gonna put no music because I don't want Yogi to get copyrighted. That would be
Thank,
no good.
thank you. Real quick, Joe said they had to do the first wave and do various of 100 stall burpees. Yep, there's a deep burpee challenge that one must pass in order to become a moderator.
Yeah.
So when do you want to sing?
I can sing It Can't Be Over. Ow, I hit myself. Look at you, look at me. You deserve everything. You want a team. I just an apple sky. Oh, yes, it's true. I know it's what to do, and it comes down to me and you. I hate to have this happen. This. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Take your time.
I'm remembering this one.
Okay. Well, you want to hop off the chat and then come back when we close things up in a little bit?
Yeah, and I got it. Sorry, it's over. Sorry, it's over. Sorry, it's over. You and I also walk with a perfect after all. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. And just to see it one time, I held you back. You're just too good for me. Yes, that's true. This relationship has turned to stone. I should get now. Don't back away from me. Don't let them like you. What got it into you? Tell me who said what to you to make you do this. Think for a minute. I don't care what others have to say about it. I need to show you. You gotta get real now. Just leave it alone. Don't leave it alone. We won't go together. What's the wrong? Hold on. So it's over, this could be over. So it's over, this could be over. You and I was the one who were not perfect after all. Everybody knows, and just to see it, this hurt inside of me. What do you think this is the way it has to be? Look the picture. When you're breaking out, you're perfect for me. You see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You and I were meant to be as one. I'm sorry, but we're done. So it's over, so it's over, so it's over. It has to be over. You and I were so one, we're not perfect after all. Everybody knows, and this is the end. I did it.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you, Selma.
you're welcome.
So we're going to, if you want to hop back in the chat, I'm going to see if anyone has some questions. So then we'll call it a day. You're going to come back up later tonight.
Yes,
All right, we can do some more singing if you want tonight.
yes.
All right, thanks.
Probably
Selma.
mommy is going down.
Yes. Selma's making her comeback. Taking no
And
prisoners. Nobody's safe.
and I'm so shocked that Puppy Mommy won.
You're shocked.
Yes.
Well, maybe if she's still around, maybe she'll come on up and she'll offer an explanation.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Selma.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Drew's going to be at Comic-Con this weekend. Hey, anyone there in particular that you're interested in seeing? Dennis says, how long have you been a yogi? Do you do yoga? I do yoga. I bought a book on yoga when I was 11 years old, and the book was titled Teach Yourself Yoga. As a kid, both my parents were teachers, and every other Friday we would, hey Duncan, my parents would get paid plus once a month, basically. Um, we'd go grocery shopping, we'd go out to eat, usually out to eat, then grocery shopping, and then we would stop at the bookstore. Everyone was allowed to select one book, sometimes two if it was small paperbacks, or if it was like a hardcover or a new book, one. Frequent trips to the library too, by the way. And my parents never dissuaded me from any book that I wanted. They encouraged me to read. But my mom was a little skeptical. You really want a book teaching yourself yoga. For whatever reason, I was drawn to it and I wanted it. And I taught myself yoga from the book. I did the asanas. I read about the philosophy. I did some of the breath work. I did a candle meditation that was popular in yoga circles back then, where you look at a candle flame. My parents were not happy about that, by the way. And then you close your eyes and you visualize the flame. Deep form of concentration. Anyway, I went back and forth with that for a long time. I would always come back and practice it through my teen years. In my 20s, I've read other books and my practice deepened. I went to yoga classes. In my 40s, I did Bikram yoga twice a day, every day for a very long time. But also, that's okay, Shirley. And in between there, I kept deepening my knowledge. I started practicing meditation, started exploring Buddhism. And a yogi is just someone who practices yoga. The ultimate goal of yoga is not the yoga asanas. That's just a small, tiny, tiny, tiny part. The ultimate goal of yoga is union. Yoga means union, yoke, bring together. And what is being brought together is the false concept of who we think we are, our ego, with the reality of who we are, which is a child of God. Samadhi is bliss consciousness, the realization that we are at one with God. So that just drew me on for a very long time. I became a 200-hour yoga certified instructor, but more importantly, I became a pranayama, the breathwork, and breathwork coach, 2 certifications, and a meditation teacher, which is the ultimate expression of yoga, is the breathwork and the meditation. Meditation is how you get to that realization. It's how you reach bliss consciousness. So, yeah, my whole life I've been doing yoga. Nathan says, Schoolhouse Rock. Knowledge is power. Applied knowledge. I am monetized, Nathan, and for just over a year now. The big thanks to several people who are here in this chat with us. Do I still have that original book? I do not have that original book, but I have a copy of that original book here. And coincidentally, Duncan, it was printed in the UK. Adam says, hey, Yogi, if I leave you my email, can you send me information on the Yogananda yoga that we were talking about? Yes. Energizing exercises. If you don't want to leave your email address, if you go to my page, you can click on the link. It's in there. I forget what it's called. My channel page, my channel thingy. Phoenix says, Soulstar, it feels like a hurricane sometimes. Hey, did I miss you coming in, Sissy? I apologize. Duncan says, hey guys, our good friend Sissy is here. So yeah, yoga's been my life. Committed practice, committed lifestyle. Everything I do is based upon it, including my practice of A Course in Miracles. To me, there's absolutely no difference between A Course in Miracles and yoga. It's one and the same realization. Cece says, I didn't have a TV either, but I did have a shelf stereo and absolutely absorbed in my books as a loner, isolated to my room. You sound similar to me. I had a few close friends, not out of punishment, but a discipline. I absolutely adore being alone and being alone. Oh, Dennis says, Be Here Now has tons of useful knowledge, some amazing things with breathing in it. One of my earliest in-depth books on yoga, published in 1971. I probably got it 78, 77, 78. Nathan says, good stuff. Thank you, Nathan. 3 is a magic number. But 1 is the loneliest number. It's the loneliest number. Is that how it goes? I know you know what I'm talking about, Adam. Let's see. Hawk says, I know Olivia Di Abo, Tony Oliver, and the voice of anime shows, and Adam Baldwin will be there. Awesome. I know you last time you did a live stream and you got did you get a copyright strike because something was playing in the background? Lee says, that sounds amazing, Yogi. I didn't have TV in my bedroom, so I just filled the time reading as a child. Not that you tell. I can tell because you have a very curious mind, and that's what reading does. Reading opens us up and gives us a curious mind. Inquisitive. Hey, Betty. Betty's Corner sends us some love. Sorry if I missed some comments, guys. Hey, Chris. Chris says, hi, Anna. Chris, how was your weekend? So honestly, the only reason I got I also have continuing education credits in yoga psychology and other aspects of yoga. Almost yoga nidra. I've done yoga nidra continuing education. I never took the final exam though. I have a couple more Ram Dass books on my back shelf. We talk about Ram Dass fairly often. Hey, Lady Sky. Thanks for coming in. Jessica says, Eric, can we please finish the way we started? Yes. Yes, for sure. We will do it, and we'll do a slightly different breath. We'll return back to the 4-7-8 breath. And that should carry us all the way over to the evening session. Jessica, I really appreciate the fact that you give me the opportunity to do more breath work. So thank you for that. Joe says, yeah, I'll try to do it again, but I'm mute. Chris is saying hi to everyone. Dennis says, one can not be lonely if viewed in that perspective. One is altogether. Agreed, 100%. Chris had a wonderful weekend. And when you wake up to that divine oneness, you're never lonely again. Doesn't mean that you might not get feelings of, let's call it wishfulness. You know, there's knowing, and that knowingness carries over to everyday life. But sometimes we still get drawn into that everyday life. I certainly do. It was good, Chris. Cece says hello and much love to everyone. Much love to you, Sissy. There you go. I knew Adam was going to come up with it. 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1. It's a song by Three Dog Night. That would be a fun song to sing, Adam. Thank you, Debs. I knew Debs would probably get it too. Probably Sissy. And Shirley. Oh, and Chris, for sure. We got some love from Praveen. So the only reason I did the 200-hour yoga certification, one was for the yogic philosophy and the yogic psychology modalities that were also taught. I do enjoy the physical practice. It is important to yoga. I wouldn't say that it's vital, but I would say it's important. You know, in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, 197 sutras, and postures are only mentioned 3 times. And in those 3, it's related to sitting postures. Yoga Nirodha, I'll look that up in 1 second. Melancholy yearning is ego unrestrial. Not quite getting the last word. But I understand what you're saying, though. Unrestrained. I like that. It's very poetic. Hey, William. Go says hi to everyone. So, Jessica, we'll do the breath work in just a minute. So the whole point of the yoga asanas is to find that steadiness and ease within a posture, within the movement, coming to a sense of stillness as we're going through the motion. Deb says it's ego's death for many now, part times for many right now. Adam says, William, when you going live next? And William says, I'm doing great. Scorched my mouth last night eating roasted corn. That's what happens eating it within moments out of a 350-degree oven. That is what happens. Adam says, everything tastes numb after I burn my mouth. Then it says, be here now, help me see the world past myself. Yeah, it really is a deeply wonderful book. I have what is sort of the sequel to it. Wrote it in the late 90s. Be Love Now. Seeing the illusory nature of the ego is really just the first part. Well, that's not good. Nathan said he burned his legs so bad he had huge blisters. Adam says, yeah, Dennis, huge fan of Ram Dass. Gave up my fascination with Timothy Leary. Now you got me thinking the Moody Blues, Adam. I was talking about Timothy Leary last night because I was talking about, what was I talking about? Neil Cassidy, bus driver on the bus further, driving from San Francisco with Ken Kesey and the Warlocks, who later became the Grateful Dead, on the way. Oh, because we were talking about Andrew Weil. Andrew Weil being the he brought to prominence the 4-7-8 breath, but he was not the originator. It's an ancient breath. Stitch came in last night looking for you, Duncan. She says your name 3 times to see if she can invoke your presence. Dip says, William, I'm sorry, slow down is the lesson. If there is one, you won't do that again. I'm guilty of it too. And it says, how did the burning happen, Nathan? And Praveen says, nice joke, sir. Thank you, Praveen. What's the SI? 3.5 hours? Dip says, why do you never get answered? Oh, Moody Blues. Oh, gotcha. That's a good song. That's one of my favorites. But Adam talking about Timothy Leary, of course, triggered that. William says, it's fine. If that's the worst thing I face today, it's a glorious day. And even with it, I'm thankful to have eaten great food. But I agree, maybe slowing down. Slowing down is always a good thing. One of my all-time favorite bands, Adam, Moody Blues. Then it says, thank you, Debs. I'm good, Eric. Help me re-engage my ex. I'm not gonna be able to say that. I don't know why. I'm black. All which had put others in the foreground of life. I pulled me out of my ego control phase. That's awesome, Dennis. We get Jessica Peepin. We're gonna wrap things up in just a minute, so we're gonna do some breath work. Hello from the Philippines. Okay, Bonita. Did I say that right? That's a pretty name. Even if I mispronounced it, it's a pretty name. I will do that, Duncan. Duncan says if I'm not here, please ask for progress so you can update me and we don't lose touch. Absolutely. I suspect that we'll see her this evening. It just went back to normal, William. Didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to get that here. Didn't do anything to make it go away. Praveen says, okay, sir. All right. So we're going to wrap things up with the 4-7-8 breath. Speaking of Andrew Weil, Andrew Weil being not the originator, but the one who brought it to prominence. He believes in this breath so deeply, and he is not only a medical professional, medical doctor, but he's also an alternative medicine doctor. All kinds of plant medicine, diet, and he says those who experience anxiety could completely eliminate anti-anxiety medication by practicing this breath 3 times a day. Personally, I like mixing it with some other breaths that give it the same benefit, but it is a very, very, very powerful breath. So I hope everyone gives it a try. The pup says, I didn't hear anyone call me out. You were called out. Selma called you out. I said that you were the star of the show last week because she couldn't come up. Dennis is back. Adam says, come out, toy pups. So we're going to wrap things up. 4-7-8 breath. For those who wish to participate, if you can close your eyes. And when we say relax, there's a process to relaxing. To just say relax doesn't bring us there. But to put some attention on your breath and use it as a tool to bring about a deep sense of physical relaxation, just by breathing in anywhere in the body that you feel tense. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the nose, and notice. Begin at the top of your head. And just put gentle attention there for an instant. And then allow your attention to go through your body to your temples, to your jaw. Breathing softly into any area that feels tense. Down through your shoulders, your fingertips. Put your attention on your belly. Everything's relaxed. Your hips. Attention all the way down your legs to your toes. And whatever you experience is simply what you experience, and you let it go. You let it go, and you let it go. Continue breathing through the nose. We're doing the 4, 7, 8 breath. We're going to do at least 6 rounds. So we're going to breathe now through the nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth with a whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth with a whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Soft whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let the breath go, but keep your eyes closed for just a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Notice the breath. Notice when you breathe in, and any sensation that goes along with it. Notice when you breathe out, and any sensation that goes with it. You can count if you want. Breathing in, count 1. Exhaling, count 2. Breathing in, count 1. Breathing out, count 2. Just for a minute. Very simple breath meditation. Allowing whatever sensations to occur, letting them go and letting them go and letting them go. No sense of control. We don't need to control everything. Everything changes on its own. Patient and patience. Life happens and we are participant with that happening. We no longer need to control everything. And as we let that go, we find that we are relaxed, that life takes care of us, that we are supported, that we are loved, and we support and we love. Balance and in harmony. When you're ready, open your eyes. I will see you in the chat. Agreed, Dennis. Thank you for coming in, Cabanita. I hope I'm saying your name right. Cabanita, we just subscribed to you. Appreciate you being here. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know. And yes, Nathan, I have 2 cats right now. We've always had cats. Deb says, our body speaks to us as needed and connected to the divine, protected. Thank you for that. All right. So we're going to wrap things up. You still with us, Jessica? So we've been getting in breath work almost every single you're welcome, Jessica. Praveen says, thank you, sir. Thanks, sir. You're welcome, Praveen. Anna says, thanks so much, Yogi. You're welcome, Anna. We will do breath work every session if people want it. Even on our singing sessions, we will pause, we'll do breath work. Dennis says, another share for me. If you seek love, be love, and it will come back to you. Beautiful. Beautifully expressed. If you don't have Ram Dass's Be Love Now, highly recommend it. It's basically a guidebook for Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti is the yoga of devotion. Sissy says, Agape Amni, love to all. Namaste, beloved. Namaste to you, my friend. Adam says, cool, Dennis. Give me 1 second. Hey, Adam, this is for you. We're only going to put it up briefly here. Last time I put it up, man, I had someone email me incessantly. Dennis says, I'm still trying to look for it. You're welcome, Dennis. Let me know if you find it. Jessica says, I'm still trying to figure out what that was. What's that? Let me know when you have it, Adam. And as soon as I end the live stream, I'm going to go look up the energizing exercises. This is from one of my first deep experiences with yoga was joining the mail order back when they still sent stuff to you. Eventually, they did get blocked, but the only reason they got blocked was because they got personal. Nope, they're not. They followed me all over social media, basically just saying, add me. And some of you might remember, it was only a few months ago. Generally, I don't ban anyone, but it was when it became so incessant and, all across. Jessica says that whole thing that just happened there with the exercise. So what exactly happened? You want to send me a message and we can talk about it? Nathan says I got to go. Sorry, that's okay, Nathan. Community says, sir, Eric, thank you. You're welcome. Hey, we're going to mod you up too. I know I said that I wait. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. There's no hard, fast set rules. Then it says, isn't there a word for the dark side of the ego? Ergo can't remember. Shadow side, yes, I don't remember. Here's the thing. The ego is the dark side. There's no bright side to an illusory belief in who we are. Zero. I'm not saying the ego is good. I'm not saying it's bad. How can an illusion be anything other than an illusion? But our belief in an illusion keeps us trapped in an illusory world. Just as good. Oh, it was just kind of emotional in a way. Understood. And yes, you're Jessica, some deep, deep healing going on. You're reaching levels now. You're reaching levels that have been inaccessible. Or is it unaccessible? Or is it either or? That have been inaccessible for quite some time. And now you're coming into contact. Thank you, Sissy. Now you're coming into contact with them. We're going to breathe through them. We're not going to try to control them. We're going to breathe through them. We're going to let them go. And that's how we're going to heal. In yogic psychology, as well as Buddhist psychology, these are the, or even when we're talking the language of Eckhart Tolle, and Sissy will be familiar with this, the pain body. Our emotions become trapped and unable to be expressed. So now through the deep breath work that you're doing, we're letting them go. We're letting them go. We're letting them go. As we let them go, you're going to have deeper and deeper levels of healing. You have an entire room full of people who are going to be holding you through all of these experiences, Jessica. Deb says, control and pride are hard to lose. Well, here's the wonderful thing, though. When you see through it, we feel it and let it go, absolutely. We actually don't even need to let it go. All we need to do is see through it. Then it says, yeah, pain is pleasure in the right frame of mind. Adam says, I think the trickiest part of the ego is the parts that we like. The key is knowing that the only thing that likes the parts of the ego that it likes is the ego. The only thing that forms an attachment is the ego. And we don't need to go to battle. You don't need to be a spiritual warrior and go to battle with the ego. You just need to see it. Deb says, I buried so much, I had to be emotional. Happens during deep meditation, too. Deb says, a thought is just a thought. Remember that. Deb says, Anna, namaste, sister. All right. With that, I'm going to see everyone a little bit later. Be back live again. We're going to do some more breath work. Sissy says, past emotional pain, sadness, anger, anxiety, and low-level spirits become reactivated and dominate a person's thoughts and actions when triggered. Thank you, Sissy. Tip says, all masks off. We reap what we sow. And, gotcha. And it says, namaste to New York Debs. We're getting some hugs. Yep, we are there for each other. And I much appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. It's an awesome live stream. Pain body, we are not. All we got to do is see. Casey says, Sissy. Deb says, no, those pesky triggers. That's the importance of engagement, by the way. We want people to, there's people that trigger us, the people that cause that ego reaction. Carlos Castaneda calls them the petty tyrants and urges us to go out and find one. These are the people that are our best teachers. It's nice when it's easy, isn't it? The easy lessons. But easy lessons produce easy results, and we stay on the surface. It's the people that come into our life that push those buttons. Here's the thing to imagine. When your buttons are pushed, there's someone who would experience the same thing and not be bothered at all, even a little bit. The very same thing that is sending you into a fit of rage or annoyance or making you feel angry or insecure or whatever. someone else will experience the same thing and be unfazed by it, which shows you it all occurs in the mind, your perception. With a different perspective, changing your perception, your entire world will change. You don't have to be imprisoned by a trigger. You don't have to be imprisoned by what someone else does. You can be completely free. Bless the people. Bless the people that show up in your life to push your buttons. Then it says, it's nice witnessing Eric and not being Eric. I've been Eric. Me too. Sissy says, hi, Anna. Good to see you. Gotta go. My premiere is starting. Well, I'm glad you said that. Because that means we're going to head over. Guys, if you want, head on over to Soul Stars of TVF. Our friend Sissy, our good friend Sissy. We absolutely love Sissy. She's having a premiere. It's getting started. You're going to love it. You're going to love the premiere. It's up now. I'm going to see everyone over there. I'm going to have her up running. I'll be in and out. Zipper says, like driving a car in the same traffic, not everyone can remain calm in the same situation. But there is someone out there who can. There's someone who is unbothered by it all, who recognizes that it all comes down to attachment. We are attached to feeling a specific way. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be impatient. I don't want to be agitated. I don't want this. I don't want that. All based upon attachments. There is people out there who have so little attachment. They might still feel something. They most probably obviously do, but they're not attached to it. They're not attached to everything having to be a specific way. Dennis says, joy. Not hot. Not hot. Share not in love with yourself. Got you. Share joy and love with yourself. Absolutely. All right. So make sure you click on the link, visit Shirley. I'm sorry, visit Sissy, and I'll see everyone over there. Absolutely, Sniper. Sniper says, just when I get there, it's not how fast it takes, but how I accept and accomplish along the way. All right. Love you guys. I'll be back. 5:25. For whatever odd reason it is that I go live at 5:25. Then it says, got goosebumps. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to see you later. Take care.